So he is a member of the 88 Club and having a career year as wide receiver one for the Dallas Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb joins us this week on Sports Seriously. CeeDee, it's been a little bit, but we appreciate you being on here with us.
Of course. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
I talked to you in LA, CeeDee, during Super Bowl week this February. It feels like a long time ago, but I remember at the time you and I were talking about the X's and O's of keeping a guy like Amari Cooper on the team. And you mentioned the importance of having multiple wide receiver ones on the team. So could you kind of break down for us what adding an Odell does do for guys on the field if it is you, Gallup, and Odell potentially? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. It's for sure a tandem of three receivers for sure. I grew up a big fan of Odell, so kind of having that opportunity to play with him, that would be huge on my part. Just living out another dream of mine. Playing with a guy that I grew up with. Well, not really grew up with, just grew up watching. And that's, like I said, that's huge. And I know my boy MG coming back in a fold, so excited to see how that turned out.
Mm-hmm. You all ready? Now, we got to play a game, so I got a fun hypothetical game for you. Now, if you could pick one legend, a former player, it could be anybody, to come play with you right now in their prime on the team, who would it be and why?
You said
one former player.
One player.
Yeah, they're retired.
Deion or Darrelle Revis. Because anybody on the opposite side of Trey, like, come on, bro.
So why Deion?
So imagine Deion. First of all, he's the first to bring the swag to the NFL, and he's very cocky about his. You know what I'm saying? If he's gonna get beat, it's on him, and he knows that. And like I said, like for Trey, he get beat, it's on him, and he knows that. But it's not many times you're gonna beat him, So when you do beat him, you better enjoy it, So. And then like having two lockdown corners along with the pass rush that we have, linebacker room, the defense is crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's nasty.
CeeDee, what's clicked for you in the second half of the year, especially with Dak coming back? You've just taken off. So what's been the difference for you this year?
Just being aggressive, trusting myself and everything that I've trained for, up to this point. Understanding that I felt like personally, mentally, that I was ready for this position, and it was only right, for me to step up. This is a huge role that I'm willing to take on. And I'm glad it's coming into fruition a little bit here late in the season.
Have you had a moment on the field where you're like, oh my God, I'm the number one guy now?
Yeah, for sure. I do actually. It's early on in the season, it was a couple times. But then now you're just kind of I can think about that after we're up. So every moment I get, I get the opportunity to think back or kind of flashback. But in the moment, I'm thinking about attacking. I'm trying to go score.
Yeah.
All right, now CeeDee, right now you guys are in pursuit of the Eagles for the division and top seed in the NFC. So it's looking like a two-team race between you and the Eagles to get to the Super Bowl. Do you agree? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
I do agree. And that speaks a lot of our division. Our division is for sure when they say what they want about the NFC East, but we all in the playoffs now, so kind of speaks a lot and how competitive it is on this side. So looking forward to it.
Obviously, the first time you played Philly, you didn't have Dak. So what are you most looking forward to in the rematch on Christmas Eve?
I'm looking forward to having 4 out there.
There you go.
That's it.
All right, be honest with us. Is this a conversation in the locker room? We got to catch the Eagles. Is that a conversation y'all are having?
Honestly, not really. It's because I feel like when you start trying to compete with others, that's when you kind of lose sight of yourself. So we, as a team and as a unit, we gotta go 1-0 every week. We go 1-0 every week with everything falling into place. Understanding that we're our biggest critic, and the only way I feel like a team can beat us right now is if we beat us. So no more self-inflicted crazy flags, and just trying to make routine plays.
A lot of talk this time of year, at least within the media, is about the MVP. Do you feel like Micah should be in that conversation? And do you ever think a wide receiver or non-quarterback can still win the MVP?
I do agree that a non-quarterback or a receiver can win it. But Micah for sure, the way he's been balling this year, I feel like he deserved it. He for sure should be up for Defensive Player of the Year. if not MVP. But just the things that he's been since he's been in the league. He's been, a train wreck for offensive coordinators and left tackles or right tackles, whoever. But yeah, man, he's been balling. I'm looking forward to see how he ends the season.
Now, I pretty much know the answer to this question, but do you believe that Micah is the most impactful non-quarterback player in the league? And what makes him so special and so hard for offenses to try and stop him?
I do. And I'm not saying that because I'm biased. I'm actually glad he's on my team. But I said that way in training camp that he might be the number one defensive player in the league right now. And that's just because the different things that he can do and the way he does things. So you try to scramble out of the pocket, he's going to catch you. And that could be, you could put your receiver at quarterback, you could put your running back at quarterback, and they try to scramble out of the pocket, they're going to get caught. He's strong enough to beat one of the strongest players on the field at the time, and that's your offensive tackles, guards. He's able to cover, and he gives it all. You have to watch for 11 when he's out there.
Hey, sports fans, if you want to see more conversations with athletes and stars, check out these videos right here and be sure to subscribe for more from USA Today Sports.